Hi, this is Leo, and I want to go over how to use Docker to start development on a Steembot or any kind of Steam automation that you're working toward. There's a Docker image available that will make this a lot easier for development and execution for your users. So if you want to develop your own, this will simplify things and give you a convention to follow that others using the same are following. And also, it'll make it really easy and snappy for people to use that you're building this for. I realize that there are some bots that you want exclusively for yourself, but then there are the others that you want your users to use and make use of. And so for this example, I'm going to use a digest. So I'm going to develop a bot where if you want to weekly or monthly push out a newsletter or digest of all your posts that you've made in the past for your readers that aren't regular every day, that follow you constantly, that just follow you maybe once a week or whatever, this would be a good thing to put out there for them. And maybe they just, miss some of the posts, and again, this would be good for them as well. Digest. So how would we do that? Well, first, there's a templating program you can use called SAO. And to use SAO, uh, there will be links in the description and in the article about tools and how to use the tools. So I'm going to skip SAO at this point. Instead, I'm just going to dive right in and use it and show you how it works with templating. So this is the name of the template project I have built already. It'll model your project after this one. Once it's up, we're going to have to make modifications to it. So let's go ahead, pull it down. All right, so now we have all these files available to us, and we'll have to make modifications to them, like the README, the license. If you don't want the license to be the same, or you want the README to be different, you'll have to make changes to that. We'll have to make changes to package JSON, and yeah, but I'll go over that right now. All right, so this is our new project, and I'm going to start going through some boilerplate stuff and just saying, hey, we should fix this, and at least change this to the name of my bot, which is the Steem digest example. And then I might add some more details in here, like digest this. Here, I'm not going to use this. I'm going to instead use the Steem name equals Steem name. Change this to Steem digest sample. Okay, so this all looks good so far. Hit the package JSON next. So that's Steembot. So I'm going to change it to digest sample. Digest this, and change my Steem digest sample. Okay, for the most part, everything is good. All right, I like the way this is looking. Looks good. I'm going to add a couple more libraries that I don't see here that I want to use for this. And start with handlebars. So I'll do that with npm install handlebars. And you don't ever want to edit the package JSON by hand. Just use the scaffolding that's available to you. So you add handlebars, handlebars is automatically added, and that's good. So we're on our way. Everything's looking good. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to make some more modifications to. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to make some more modifications to our bot. We're going to make some changes like, for one, let's call this digest. Now, if we change the name of this, we'll need to add digest here as well. So the way this is working is I have a main bot index, and this just goes in. I can put all my tasks in here, so I can just schedule a bunch of things if I want to. I can just put just stuff in here. I can add digest, I can add boot, I can say curate, I can say maybe Discord spam. I could say SMS. I do all sorts of stuff here. But I'm only going to do digest. It's going to run hourly. No, it's going to run weekly because it's a weekly digest. So let's change this. And of course, that doesn't actually make it weekly, right? So I'd have to change it to like, so this is minutes, hours, day of the, minutes, hours, day of the month, day of the week. So I can say 0 to 31 for monthly, or, so this is the second, which is 0, and the minute. You want to keep those second, minute, and then we've got hour. So hour is something we should probably put in unless we want it to run every hour. So let's specify. I like 3. Let's do 3. 3 a.m. Actually, it starts at 0, so it's more like, yeah, 3 a.m. So then you've got day of the month here. I know this is day of the week, day of the year. So day of the month, day of the year, day of the week. I don't know why day of the week is on the end. Seems like a silly place to put it. But day of the week, let's do it on Monday. Monday. So this is going to execute at 3:01 on Monday. Boom. I could change this to say that, but I'm just going to leave it like that. Okay. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to build my digest. So digest is here. It's got a whole bunch of stuff, and it says blah. Lame. Let's fix that. Actually, I'm going to do something completely different. I'm going to add config. So I'm going to go and I'm going to say, hey, let's add config here. So let's add a new folder and call it config. And I'm going to call it, I'm going to inside the config and call it index. Boom. And I'm going to say module or config equals blah. And say module.export equal config. Okay, here we go. That's good. And then here I can say user is process and Steem name, or it's you need to build it in ice hole, and then width is going to be process. Oopsie, I'll put that later. And dot Steem width. Okay, or you need to build it in ice hole. Okay, so there we go. Alright, so we got some basic config coming in here. And to use this, I will just go to my digest and I'll say cost config equals require, and then I'll do like that, and I'll just like give it a path. This is helpers. Oops, helpers base config. Boom, like that. And it's config. So now I can say let user equal config dot in fact I could do one better. I could just do, I don't need to do config, do I? I could just do this. I can say Steem name, Steem, and then wait. Okay, so let's just do, no, it's name and user and width. Oh, look at that, user and width. So I got the user and the width, and I can do. I'm just gonna get rid of this. I don't even want to do this. This is not what I want to do. I want to do. Okay, so first thing I want to do here is I need to get all my posts. Okay, I need to grab my posts. Alright, so I need to get my posts. So what I need to do here is first I'm going to do steam.api.get discussions by blog. And see, I don't want to do that because that's an asynchronous call, and I want to use promises. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to do this. I'm going to move this down here. I'm going to say, hey, promise, promise, boom, boom. Now they're all promisified, and I can use the async version or the promisey version with this. Boom. Now, this takes something called a query, and the query object has really only one, for this call anyway, for this function. This function, the query object, has only one required element, and that is the tag. So I'm going to use, and limit. So I'm going to use tag. The tag is going to be, well, it's going to be the user, which is, I know, weird. I know that's weird. So use user. That's not a tag. You might be thinking, that's not tags, but just trust me. They got tags and then they got tags. So then there's also the limit. The limit is how much you can pass through, and 0 does not mean infinity. There's no infinity. They're not going to dump everything in one call. There's no way they're going to do that. So I don't know what to say. Let's just do limit. So obviously the digest is going to be limited to the last 100 posts. And by posts, I don't just mean your posts, anything you re-steam as well. So it just is. Sorry, mates. Then, because it's promising, then result. Oh yeah. Okay. So now we gotta say what we're gonna do with results. But good thing is, results are all. It's an array, and it's all posts. It's not anything like weird, like other objects that you don't care about. They're all posts, which is useful. What we want to do now is we want to filter by date, and to do that, we'll do posts equals filter. Oops, results, but filter, and we're going to filter by post. All right, so we're going to filter by oops, we don't even need this, right? I don't even need it. It's a filter. It's not a function, so it's like a one-liner. Okay, so posts. All right, let's see posts. So we want to filter out anything. Oops, I remembered what I was missing. I need to add moment here. So const moment equals fire moment js. Okay. So unfortunately though, I didn't add that. So I'm going to have to add that. All right. Added. Okay. So now we can do this. So what we want to do is we want to do like we want to say a diff, but we want like 7 days ago. Or no, we want to see if the diff is less than 7 days. Okay, so yeah, less than 7 days. So we'll do post dot created. So if the created date is, we'll make a moment out of that. So we'll just say moment created dot diff our moment, which is now, and 7 days. Okay. I think that's what we do, right? Or more like this. Okay, so we get the diff in days, and it returns a number, and we say, okay, so is this number less than or equal to 7, right? So we want to get the difference between now and the time the post was created, and if it's less than or equal to 7, we're in. We got posts. Okay, so that's cool. Then we're going to do a map. We should just pull this down. Let me pull this down real quick. So it'll look kind of cleanish. The filter, and then we're going to map. So we're going to map the post. This time this is going to be like very functiony. So I'm going to, posts are very large. I'm going to trim it down a little bit. So we only get what we, for that I want author, which is going to be me. I mean, I could say post author, but I'm just going to say author, which is a post permalink. The parent permalink, which is the post parent permalink. Oh, I'm like, why is this thing so mad? But I just realized why. Maybe because that. Okay. So, okay, now we get the parent permalink. We need the title, so post title. Anything else? Oh, we'll do created. We post created date. Alright, so now you got everything that we need there. So this is going to return a promise back out again. So now what I need to do with this is I need to do another thing, which is then, oh, no, post is, that's not promise. I want to do post, something with post. So, no, this returns a promise. Okay. So this will return a promise, and I want to do, oh, right, return post. There you go. So let's go return this, and then I want to do then posts, right? Because that's getting filtered up the chain. New function. All right. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to apply a template, but first I need a template. So let's go build a template. Let's go build some templates. Helpers. Why not? Let's put templates here. I'm going to put templates, and then inside of templates, I'm going to stick a file called post.hp. So this is my post template, and I'm going to do some templating with this guy here. So I'm going to pass in something like this. Actually, let's make this clear. First, let's create a context. So in handlebars, you need a context first. So this context is basically what you're going to send as tokens to your template processor, which is for us handlebars. So we're going to send, like date, right? And this is not the date of a post. This is just today's date. So we'll do like, so it's just going to be today's date. So we'll do like new date to ISO. I don't know. I don't know why I'm not using moment. I imported moment, and here I am doing a regular stream. I don't know. I don't care. So next post seems pretty light, but you'll see why in a second. So anyway, it's passing this in, and I want to see this. You don't normally have to do this. I'm just doing it for my own edification. I'm doing this because I want to know what's in the context that I passed in. Okay, so now I'm going to begin my template here. All this stuff is not important. It is important, but I'm just here. So I'm going to do like, okay, so weekly digest or newsletter, and then we'll do like date, boom, and then hello everyone, here's my sorry you didn't get a chance to stop that. Vote on any of this stuff, but here's your second chance. If you couldn't vote on that, on any post, you can still vote on this newsletter. Ah! Alright, so next I'm going to put down posts, and I'm going to, why would you do that? Okay, so now I'm going to say, okay, so let's do like post, right? Or title, and then we'll do like date. Boom. And then we'll do this. Blah 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 blah. Blah 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 blah. Okay. Next, we can do each post. Ah. So now we're iterating through posts. Now we're iterating through posts, and I can do each here. That'll close it. So now I can just drop posts, right? So I can just say, oh, let's just put a post in here. So let's say, what's a post got? Well, a post has a user. Yay, permalink, title, created. Very useful. So I can do like, I can do this, which has title. Oops. Title, and then, so the title becomes the link. Haha. Normally, we'd want to use more sophisticated handlebar stuff like escaping or something in case that title has some stuff in it. I don't know. But for now, I'm just going to put the title. I'm going to guess it's safe. And then here, I'm going to do like yes. I could probably fix this. I can probably do in context. So if I add to context steem, I can do steem curl, like that. That'll work, right? So then I can do like, I can add this to config. I can do like steem curl, and then I can do parent perm. Now that I think about it, it's parent permalink, isn't it? I think it's permalink, not permalink. I miss. Ugh. Okay, and then I can do user, and then permalink, boom, and then close the parentheses, and the table column, and now I can do what? Created, and that's how you roll. So now we're done. Now we're done. Alright, so that's our template. Now I can go back to digest and I can fix this. Wait, what? It didn't fix it. I'll just fix it manually. I'm just getting rid of a bunch of A's. Come on. I can do this. Alright. Alright. So post, and then I want to add steem reel, right? Steem reel, and let's just call it. Oh, I just said steem it reel. There you go. Steem it reel would be better. And I'll just go back to the template and make my last change. Okay, for sure. Okay, and then I can add this for my config. So I'll just go here. And I'll just say steem it reel. I'm not gonna make it. I'll make it configurable, but I'm not gonna pack it in. So I'm just gonna hard code it to steemit.com. Alright? Alright. And there, oops, I gotta do it. There. Okay. I'm just gonna do that. Click here. That's good. That's good. Okay, so now we got that. So now we just need to do fs, so const this equal promise. Promisify all acquire, and then I need path acquire path. Okay, so that's good. So now I'm going to read in. Here's what I'm going to do is I'm going to read in. So I'm going to read in my template, right? So I'm just going to do template equals load template. And add that to the config too. I'm just going to add this to the config too. Template file. Ooh. Nope. I'm not going to do that. Nope. Deciding against that. I'm just going to do like path. Join. Right. I'm just going to do like your name. And then templates. And then post. .hp. Right? Alright, so I'm using this load function that doesn't exist, and I'm going to need to make it. So let's do function load template, and then so return fs read file async template pdf. Okay, so this is going to return me a promise, right? So I can load the template, and then I can run a promise on it, which is then. So I'm going to have, actually I don't. So just say body then? I think I'll just say body. So then, and I just say here, template, right? Bar template spec equals handlebars. Am I importing that in? I should check to see. Oh, I'm not even importing it. I can make it ahead. So const handlebars equals require handlebars. Okay, we're good. We're good. Am I getting that here? That's it. Okay. So that compile template. Then I can do return template spec, and then I'll pass in context, right? Yeah, and then I can do return body. Or even better, I can just return it directly. Just return that promise, and I can do like then just or body. Let's do body. Now I have the body, and then I can do my post. Right? So posts, I should say, are very weird because it's actually a comment. So what we're going to do is we're going to do like theme dot a broadcast comment async, just like that. It's going to be weird. It's going to be super weird. So first, before that, I need to come up with a permit. So var perm link equals new date dot to, and then place 0 to 9, A to Z, A to Z, plus G, G, and start with that, place it with nothing, and of course we want everything lowercase. So this is our permalink. Alright. Now for the async, it's gonna be a long thing here. So for this, we're gonna pass in our width, and then this is gonna be empty, and then we'll set our main. This is right here. This is our okay. So this is forget about that. This is it'll tell me music. This is the category or your main tag, whatever you want to call it. So we're gonna put it on our main tag. It's gonna be called blog. This is the parent author, and then we're gonna have the actual author, which is gonna be user. And we'll do like permalink. And we gotta give it a title. Something like, this is my digest. And we'll put in the actual body. I'm going to use right? We're good? I have no idea what that is. But I'm going to send that all in, and then I'm going to do like then, right? I'm going to do results. Just going to dump it. And yeah, that's it. Right? That's it. Pretty much it. So how do you run this thing? How do you run this thing? Well, the way you run this thing is you do like, first you gotta do a Docker build. So Docker build, I'm gonna tag it. Right, so this is important. This is my tag. This is what I'm actually calling this thing. So I'll need to, I pick the Docker notation, which is a repo, the name of the project, and then like a tag, which is a version, the latest I went with. And then this will build it. This is actually going to run npm install, so any errors that are in the code will be determined at this point, it'll also run like tests and all sorts of things like that. Should I have tests? And it's just, all right. So it ran, it completed. Now I can run this thing. So Docker run. So I use run. This will clean up my containers after every run. I always use this. And then I'm going to set my Steem name, and then normally I would set Steem with. I'm not going to show this to you because then you could take over my account and my identity and all sorts of things. So I am not going to post my actual with here. So no with. But you can get your own and put your own with in there. All right, and that's all I need to do. This will run. This will do everything. Oh, actually, I do need to do -d. So if I run -d, this will put it in the background. Okay. So remember to do -d when you run your program for your bot. You run -d. And the reason why is because it'll return you back to your prompt and it'll run it in the background. So if your terminal dies, it's still running. Right? Otherwise, if you do it this way, like I'm doing it, can I find module moment.js? It's not moment.js. Why does it think it's moment.js? Oh, is there a bug? I think I just found a bug in my own code. Here, express, helper spot, la 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 la. There's a moment there. How about here? Is it here? No schedule, that's working good. How about digest? Oh, oops. Okay, try that again. Of course, we gotta rebuild. I can't just run the Docker again because it'll use the old container. All right, new container, new build. Let's go. Boom, it's running. So now it's actually doing the whole thing right now. Cancel because I put a bad width in there, and who knows what will happen if it does that a lot of times. So I'm just gonna show you that's how you do it, and leave it at that. So have at the